Hey, welcome in my video. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Hi. How are you? Oh. My cat is quite old and a little bit awkward and clumsy in his age. So, as you know, I am a huge fan of Scandinavia and particularly Sweden. I was away for over a week, and basically you have seen what I have been doing and where I was, what I visited, what I saw. So let's talk about the things that I like in Sweden and let's compare them to Poland a little bit. What I'm definitely going to miss is clean water. I do know and I realize that water has neither taste nor smell, but water in Sweden is something really exceptional. It is so tasty and so fresh and so much better than anywhere else. So this is what I'm going to miss a lot. Another thing is the fresh air, because here in Wrocław we have days, especially in winter, when the air is unbearable and you have to stay home because it simply smells. And whenever I was in Sweden, the air was so much fresh and it was so fine to breathe. What I also like in Sweden is that they have unlimited coffee in cafes and in the restaurants. I mean, they call it brick coffee, and you just take one cup and then you can pour as much as you like, and you don't have to ask the waiter to bring you more. The same is in IKEA. There are these coffee machines and you just buy coffee and you can pour as much as you want. So this is something that I really like. We do not have that in Poland. We buy, one cup of coffee, and if you need more, you just have to pay for another one. And the first thing that I noticed when I came back was that Wrocław is very loud. The noises here just struck me after I spent a week in the quiet Sweden. This is caused not only by the traffic, but also the people are much more quiet in Sweden, and this is related to the geography, I think, because the more you go to the north, the quieter it is. And when you go to the south, for example Spain or Italy, people are much more expressive and louder and they talk more. So I will miss this quietness. I'm an introvert and I don't like noisy people. So for me this is better when I am among quiet people and in quiet surroundings. The weather. Although it is cold in the north and summer is very short and winters are very long, the weather is much more stable than here in Wrocław. And I asked my colleague Claude, the AI, what this is caused by, and it answered that this is related to geographical location and the oceans and the seas, because it all influences the weather. So Wrocław is always going to be a place where the weather changes more. When I was in Sweden, it was 26 degrees here, and then on the next day it was 13. In Sweden, the differences were not that large. It was very sunny and it was quite chilly and quite cold. I was wearing my winter coat, but the temperature did not drop so drastically as here in Poland, in Wrocław. And one more thing that I can't get used here in Poland are the non-trading Sundays. We can't do shopping in Poland because on Sundays most of the shops are closed. We have only grocery stores open, but other shops are closed. And in Sweden they have trading Sundays, so this is like a regular working day for people working in trade. It was also like this in Poland many years ago, and then the government changed the regulations, and now we have only a few Sundays in a year, and that are trading Sundays. But as I said, I can't get used to it, and I always need something on Sunday, not on any other day, but always on Sunday. At this time of the year, Sweden has very, very long days, and that was actually something that I could not get used to, because the sun was rising at 3 a.m. So that was spectacular. That was something that caused some problems with sleeping. I had trouble sleeping, and the sunset was at around 9:30 p.m. So the day was so long, and yeah. Then of course they have the long winters and short days, but yeah, this is something that you really need to get used to when you are not living in such conditions on an everyday basis. I missed my cat a lot. I was thinking about him every day, yeah, and I really, really missed him. The older he gets, I get more and more attached to him, and I think this is also the other way around, because he demands hugging and cuddling, and he wasn't like that when he was a little kitten, a young kitten.
Którego słowa mi dam, co nam? No to już widzę, że się robi niebezpiecznie. Nie mówię tak,
Palić idę, no wiadomo, nie polecam ogólnie, ale no tak to jest. Tak, usiadam przy jakimś takim stoliczku, mówi, w sensie, jeżeli chodzi o naszą branżę, i mam taki rodzaj jakiejś mikrosatysfakcji.
na przykład i ludzie w klubach mówią, no to z wygrania tej walki on cię reprezentować.
Etykiety, które do niego były.
Ale super ludzie, a to tam jako menadżer,
Tak,
to nie wiem co to
dokładnie.
jest. To są jakieś platformy, co się wyprowadzi. Wyprowadziliśmy się nie jutro, ale za 2 dni. I pojechaliśmy w ogóle i szukaliśmy mieszkania z gazetą. Wtedy sobie gazet jakieś sytuacje, jakie inne się zastanawiałem, nie?
Złote zdanie, zabłyszczałem, że jest napięcie.
As you could see, I've been working on another painting. I also covered another painting with gesso, the one that I didn't like. And this time I tried to work in such a way so that this coverage has some texture. So here is this canvas that I covered with gesso, and there is some texture. So we will see how this is going to behave when I paint on it. And I think I will be painting on this one next month. And we are at the end of May. This is the last week of May. So I think it's time to say bye and see you in the next one. See you in June. Bye bye.
Tell me how you feel. Is it real? I don't wanna overthink. Is it all for show? I don't know. Feeling like I'm on the brink of something beautiful, or maybe terrible. I know I shouldn't ask you to be open with me when I have my secrets that I tend to keep safely under lock